Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, okay, I'm gonna give a real quick Raw review here. It was an alright Raw. Of course, it started off with John Cena coming out talking about he was gonna challenge The Miz for the WWE title because he wanted The Rock versus John Cena to be for the WWE title. He said he wasn't gonna waste no time for that, so he was gonna go after it right then and there. Then Randy Orton comes out and he says, well, John Cena, you've already had your shot, at WrestleMania. He said it's time for someone who actually won their match at WrestleMania, kind of rubbing that in John Cena's face that he won and John Cena lost. He said it's time for someone who actually won their match at WrestleMania to take on the WWE champion. And then John Morrison comes out and he says he should be part of the WWE title picture. And Dolph Ziggler comes out and says the same stuff. R-Truth comes out. And it ended up being, by ruling of the general manager, that it was going to be a 5-way gauntlet style matchup. And so that was arranged for the main event. Now, what we have is the next segment that I want to talk about is the next thing that I actually care about is the Rated R Superstar announcing his retirement. That's right, Edge announcing his retirement. He's done. We'll never see Edge wrestle again, according to Edge. At this point, he can no longer compete in the ring, he says, due to an injury to his neck that happened 8 years ago that is getting worse. Doctors told him it's time to retire. Had a great moment, great little speech. Very realistic, very emotional. I really liked it. I thought that was the greatest moment of the night, by far. Like, no debate about it. That was the greatest moment of the night, in my opinion. Alright, moving on. The actual 5-man gauntlet. It started off, Randy Orton and Dolph Ziggler started off, they squared off. During their match, members of the Nexus distracted Randy Orton, and Ziggler wrapped up Randy Orton for the pin and got the pin. So Randy Orton was eliminated right there by Dolph Ziggler. And then after that, the members of the Nexus destroyed Randy Orton, beat the hell out of him. Next, so I guess that means the CM Punk Randy Orton match is inevitable for Extreme Rules. Next, R-Truth comes in, beats Dolph Ziggler. John Morrison comes in, R-Truth beats him too, which pisses me off because I'm a big John Morrison fan, and I think they really need to be pushing John Morrison. Here, R-Truth comes out of nowhere, beats Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison. Come on. That's just, I don't like that at all. I mean, I don't really mind an R-Truth push, but don't be destroying John Morrison in the process. I mean, come on with that, WWE. Let's get real here. And then John Cena comes in to face R-Truth after beating both Dolph Ziggler and John Morrison. John Cena comes in to face Dolph Ziggler, and it appears as though, and I don't know, or not Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth. Wow, did I say Dolph Ziggler? It's R-Truth. It's wow, I'm messing up big time here, guys. John Cena versus R-Truth in the final. Okay, wow. Wow. That's what it was. R-Truth, John Cena, and it was, it was expected that it wasn't the greatest match of all time. and ended up being a double disqualification because The Miz and Alex Riley came in, attacked both guys. You know, The Miz thought he was being smart by eliminating these guys, that there was going to be no number one contender or whatever. He said, "You're both losers," you know, like that. And then the general manager thing like this, you know, goes off. And it says that both John Cena and R-Truth are the number one contenders. So we got a triple threat match on our hands for the WWE title. And they're giving R-Truth the moment now. They gave John Morrison the moment at first on Raw. Gave Dolph Ziggler a moment against Edge. They've given Alberto Del Rio a moment. Now they're giving R-Truth a moment. They're giving these young guys their moments. And I really applaud WWE for it. And it might have hurt John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler a little bit already because they had a crappy set at WrestleMania to work with. And then now they had this mess. You know, I was really hoping they put John Morrison over more than they did. But at least they got R-Truth in there. You know, somebody new and fresh in the WWE title picture. And another thing I want to talk about real quick. Since Edge is retiring, like he's not wrestling anymore. The ladder match that was supposed to happen with Del Rio, it's not happening at Extreme Rules. So does that mean that it's going to be, because the World Heavyweight title will then be vacated, obviously. And then, because he's retiring as champion, it'll then be vacated on SmackDown. So I'm imagining that what we're going to end up at Extreme Rules is a Christian versus Alberto Del Rio in a ladder match. And I hope and pray to God that Christian finally gets the moment that he deserves. I hope and pray that he does. Because if anybody who has worked as hard as Christian deserves the world title. I'm telling you, folks. And I can see it, I can feel it, and I hope it happens. Christian, the World Heavyweight Champion, at Extreme Rules. Will it happen? It may. Will Alberto Del Rio win it? It may. But this is the match that I'm seeing that will happen since Edge is not going to be involved at all. Christian, you know, before WrestleMania, beat Alberto Del Rio, 2 weeks back to back. And then they kind of teased the idea that Christian could be involved to make it a triple threat match at WrestleMania. Now Edge is out of the title picture completely due to retirement. So it could be a great thing to have Alberto Del Rio, Christian, have Christian win the title. I think it'd be great. So, what we have so far for Extreme Rules is potentially what I believe to be Christian versus Alberto Del Rio and the triple threat. And it's probably going to end up being a CM Punk versus Randy Orton match there as well. And that's, as far as I know, I haven't looked it up to double check to make sure that's all there is. But as far as I know, that's the matches that are going to take place so far at Extreme Rules. And I tried making a video earlier. The top 10 technical wrestlers of all time, in my opinion. Top 10 technical wrestlers. And I'll probably be coming at you guys with that tomorrow. My stuff was messing up earlier, and it's working now, I guess. The volume on the playback wasn't working. I don't know if that's just me, but I think it was just something to do with my volume in general, not my not YouTube or anything like that. But or actually the other way around. Wow, I thought it was YouTube, not my volume. So I'll be coming to you guys with that video tomorrow. My list of the top 10 technical wrestlers of all time. And that'll do it for me for now, guys. Peace out.